Hello, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamsin Entertainment. This has been a sad week and end to 2016. We have lost Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds, a mother and daughter who, both in their own rights, were very famous in Hollywood and Broadway. This Movie Stuff Friday is going to be a tribute to both of them. I'm going to start with Debbie Reynolds. She was born Frances Debbie Reynolds on April 1st, 1932 in El Paso, Texas, to a poor mother and father, Minnie Reynolds and Ray Reynolds. Minnie would take in laundry as a trade to feed the family, and her father was a carpenter and a ditch digger. Her first organization that she would join before the Actors Guild would be the Girl Scouts, an organization she fell in love with and dreamed of being the oldest Girl Scout in history. To my knowledge, she was. In 1939, the Reynolds family moved to Burbank, California, where she attended high school there, but only until the age of 16, because she entered a beauty contest and won. And at this contest were two talent scouts, one from Warner Brothers and one from MGM. They argued so much over her that it actually came down to a coin toss in favor of Warner Brothers. She only worked there for 2 years though, because for whatever reason they decided to stop making musicals. And MGM wisely picked her up. And one of her biggest roles was Singing in the Rain, where she met a long life friend, Gene Kelly. At this point in her career, she was 18 years old and she was already an accomplished actress and singer. Gene would go on to teach her how to dance for Singing in the Rain, and she turned out to be an astonishing student, learning very quickly and very beautifully. Only a few years later, she would meet her first husband, Eddie Fisher. And after a year of marriage, they would give birth to a beautiful baby girl we all know and love as Carrie Fisher. Debbie Reynolds has many awards that she and her family are very proud of. In 1956, the National Board of Reviews gave her Best Supporting Actress for The Catered Affair. In 1997, she was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award in comedy by the American Comedy Association. In 1997, she won a Satellite Award Best Supporting Actress in Motion Picture, Mother. In 2014, she won the Screen Actors Guild Lifetime Achievement Award. And in 2015, she won the Academy Award Gene Holster Humanitarian Award. I've just given you a brief insight into the life of this remarkable woman, but no one could say it better than an unsourced friend, who's quoted saying, "I say this in all sincerity. Debbie can serve as an inspiration to all young American womanhood. She came up the hard way, and she has a realistic sense of values based on faith, love, work, and money. Life has been kind to her because she has been kind to life. She's a young woman with a conscience, which is something rare in Hollywood actresses. She also has a refreshing sense of honesty." I say this is true of Carrie Fisher as well, because of the life she led. In 1956, October 21st, Carrie Frances Fisher was born. Growing up, she had a love for classic literary work and poetry, and she would affectionately be called the bookworm by her family. Despite her love for studies, though, she would only attend high school until the age of 15 because she was a singer in the revival Broadway musical of Irene, starring her mother, Debbie Reynolds. Afterwards, she would study at London's Central School of Speech and Drama for 18 months. And shortly after that, she applied and was accepted into Sarah Lawrence College, but she had to cut courses there abruptly too because She auditioned and was casted as the role of Princess Leia in Star Wars, the role she is most notably known for and adored for. Carrie Fisher would be the perfect choice for Princess Leia because she was much like her fictional heroine character in real life. By many in Hollywood, she was considered a princess, being born to royalty of Eddie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds. And she was also quite the strong, independent, and loving woman. She was always an honorable daughter and an endearing mother. Again, her character mirroring the same attributes. As one of the main characters of the Star Wars saga, she not only was a tenacious and comforting woman and character on screen but also on set, often being the glue that held most of the project together, giving us the performances that we know and love. Unfortunately, all of this would come to a tragic end at the end of last week and the beginning of this week. On December 23rd, 2016, Carrie Fisher suffered a heart attack while landing in California. And she was brought to stability, but soon died on December 27th from complications of the heart attack. And in her mother's stricken grief, one of Debbie Reynolds' last few words was, "I want to be with Carrie." And tragically, Chuck suffered a stroke the very next day. Some would say that the stars have extinguished out. I would say the exact opposite. These stars are only brighter because of the fond memories they gave us and the influence they've had on many people, including myself. My thoughts and prayers are always with their families, and I hope they find some peace in the coming days. And remember to always think of the fond memories and love these two gave them.